Aquarius, hi, this is your March 2025 reading and what to expect. You got the 10 of Cups in the middle of your spread here, and the 9 of Cups. All cups, and then wands. You know, you do step up into your energy as the Queen of Swords here with air, where you're being very clear in your communication in March, and you're allowing that. You're allowing your authentic voice to come through you because you were able to express what you know is best for everyone's highest good in and around you. And everyone is going to be, you know, with the 5 of Wands here, you know, try in competition for your attention, for your love. If this is romance, this is like for other people just being magnetically drawn to you and wanting your attention, and you're going to be able to fight them off because there's only one that I feel, Aquarius, you know, that you feel aligned with, I'm going to say, that you could see a future with, that you can see yourself building some sort of emotional stability with, and someone who, and this person is someone who is wise, intuitive, communicative, someone who has clear boundaries, someone who has direct communication, and I feel like it's somebody that's a divine match for you. You've been praying for this. Whatever this is that comes through in March, Aquarius, you've been praying for this. And I think with the full moon coming through in March, a lot of the confusion is going to lift, and you're going to be very careful with what you're focusing your thoughts on, because you do come up, you know, with a little bit of anxiety at the end of March. And I think you're starting to let go of anything that you're bound to, any patterns or energy vampires or people that keep you in this trauma bond and keep you stuck. You're starting to realize your responsibility is to yourself, to keep yourself balanced, and you're allowing whatever, you know, if this person doesn't see that you could be supporting, this could be a family member, a friend, a client, whoever that is to you that, you know, you're losing sleep over. I think you're going to realize that this person has to mature, that they can take responsibility for their own actions, and this is something that you have to offer through your wisdom, right? You're going to be speaking your mind in March in and around this, where people have to come out of their comfort zones, and you know what that's like. You know, your life experience has taught you to deal with endings and new beginnings and transform your life, right? Like this, like I see you have a bunch of books, like 7 books in front of you that you're reading, maybe simultaneously, like here and there, randomly, and you know, but at the same time you're pulled in all these different directions, trying to be there for other people that are not hearing the call, that are not waking up to the level of awareness that you are trying to lead them. And you're patient. You know, you do come up as a high priestess in the past energy there, and whether you know this or not, I think it's an epiphany that is eventually going to come to the surface, possibly a hint of it in March, where, oh my God, I can do that. I can tune into, you know, the future and see and get paid for this. Like maybe you didn't see that in the past, where now you're seeing that that is a gift that can bring not just fulfillment, but a responsibility to humanity. You know, you're where you wanted to learn more. You may feel you're like, when Spirit showed me a bunch of books in front of you, you do balance your intellect with your inherent nature, and you're tapped in, and you know it's not being selfish if that's something you want to do and go within in February and learn and study. Don't doubt yourself. You have the wisdom, you have the you know, you have the wit. Like the fox is very sly, right? They know how to maneuver. They know how to kind of know exactly what to say to people at the right time. And you do this naturally day in and day out, and this is something that maybe you're starting to look at, where you're being careful who you are giving your best self to moving forward. And save this part of yourself for those who will genuinely, appreciate you and what you have to offer, and return that to you in kindness. Because Aquarius, you're a giver. You don't ever expect things. You just want love and kindness and respect, with those that you support. So there's something that I feel like a part of you is going to look at in March, where you want to be able to express yourself, your creative gifts, your abilities, your talents, as you're developing them. And that's why you are in the cycle, but you still have a lot of, there's some self-sabotaging that I feel makes you delay. That's just not the right time, not yet, right? But I think you're going to start to realize in March that everything you went through, I'm seeing a lotus in my mind's eye, and what lotuses grow in mud, and all that stuff you went through help you to develop who you are, to help overcome adversity by blooming where you are. Even if it was the muckiest of waters at that time, you made it through, and you're here to share that with other people, to impose your wisdom on others that are ready to hear it. However, there's some baggage with the luggage card here, that you could be carrying from your past. So I think unpacking and beginning to release some of these burdens that don't belong to you, especially when it comes to family members. Like, you're dragging their energy into this new cycle, and it's not aligning. It's causing you more anxiety. Like, there's maybe write more, because I think someone in spirit world feels like is trying to connect with you and give you the strength and energy that you need, because you're so wise and you're so humble. And, because of your humility, Aquarius, you didn't get better, but you got better. You stepped into being greater and humble with everything that's happened to you. And that is something that this world needs, is your humility and your wisdom and your flexibility. These are natural gifts that you've tapped into, but maybe you struggle, because I'm struggling talking about this. Maybe that's what you're going through in March at this time. There's like, you're having a hard time with your nose, right? So to equally balance that, work on your yeses. Keep saying yes to the things you want to say yes to. So that's how you balance the yes and no there. And you're still, there's a new day. You're like a caterpillar, that's going to emerge into this beautiful butterfly as you move on, because there's this new world that you can envision for yourself, not just for yourself, but for those that you are taking under your wing, right? And you're going to have a partner, Aquarius, to do this with, to bring that sense of harmony and divine love, and to help and support other people to create this beautiful environment. And it's I'm seeing something that's never been done before, and you have that vision, and it's going to be a very comfortable, magical place of light, of like a safe haven that you're creating for people. But in the meantime, you're sacrificing in a healthy way. Like, you've owned a lot of your mistakes, and that you've accepted that things don't always go your way. And now that you know where you're going with that, and how you can help others, it's you're trying to still figure out, like, what is it that I can share with the world that brings true happiness within me? How can I share that part of me? Like, those are the things that I think that you're working heavily on, and it's just by being yourself, to be honest. Like, I think if this is a love relationship, there's an offer coming through, but it's delayed, right? Because there's the person could be bound to an old toxic cycle, and it's not completely this person's fault that they're stuck in that at the moment. That's part of their journey, and as you continue to shine and be the creator in your life, you're going to seize each day until your union comes into fruition. And you're being asked to really trust your intuition at this time. You do practice self-care. I do see that. You are not desperate or clingy. You're possibly going to take a trip somewhere, Aquarius, or you're planning a trip or a move even. And I think like you being so present in your life, you're no longer going to worry about the future in that way, because you trust that your period in solitude has given you these perspectives, this new confidence, and you're not allowing anyone to confuse that confidence with arrogance anymore. There's a trait in you, Aquarius, that's to be admired, not feared or punished either, but you're up for the challenges. So if there's a trip or a meeting or a connection, 11:11 on the clock, could be dealing with a divine counterpart. For some of you that I'm reading for, there could be some delays, like a 1 to 2 week delay in connecting with this person in the flesh. So it's going to require you to be headstrong, to get out of the way so that the universe can work its magic and allow these detours and divine interventions to play out, because it's usually for our own protection, right? It knows a direction that is for your best and highest good. So if there's a bridge or a tunnel or a portal that's not being opened at this time in March, it's just a temporary delay. I feel like you're being called to meditate, increase your meditative practices even more, and focus your anxiety on the thoughts of what you want to create and open up for you, and step into that uniqueness and expressing your honesty with people. And you can't help, like, if this is a person you're trying to help, yes, you can allow them to reach out to you, but at the same time, don't overwhelm yourself, is what I'm hearing in March, Aquarius. Like, you can love people from a distance, but as you step into your soul purpose, your wisdom is going to be more in alignment and more appreciated and reciprocated as you continue to love yourself and speak your truth. So if you're wanting to create some type of portal to express your truth, to express your wisdom, and how you got to where you are today, definitely do that. Whether it's writing a blog, starting a blog, a YouTube channel, social media, whatever speaks to you, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe you want to go join communities where you can be able to speak this. But for some of you, it could be through, a comedy nightstand. For some of you, it can be through leading a class, a dancing class. For some of you, it could be helping the youth. Like, however this is, it's how you're going to break the pattern. You have the patience, but just refresh and recharge, because whatever, I'm going to clarify what this Nine of Swords is. Something's causing you to worry in March, especially around March 9. Why is this Nine of Swords here? Yeah, expression. So you can't contain that forever, right? This is what Aquarius is supposed to be in the world. It's how do you express, how do you use that air energy, that intellect, those emotional, spiritual gifts to support other people? How do you help people switch their perspective as you have? How do you get honest with your authentic voice out there? How can you communicate this into the world, whether it's creatively, artistically, spiritually? It doesn't matter. You know what feels comfortably for you. So let's pull you an advice card. Consciousness. It's beautiful. It's a lot of blue and purple hues in this, and consciousness. In order to use this frequency of consciousness to your advantage in March, is to focus all your attention on the multidimensional aspects that show up, you know, in your field, so that you can include them into your reality. So whatever you're getting from the ethers, whether it's social media, because, you know, the internet, so, you know, the internet and being online is the Akashic, is a form of an Akashic records in the 3D realm, right? This is how we use telepathy to communicate with one another. It connects us somehow, right? But there's other layers beyond just being online, and you know, there's more to it, and you know this, but start there. Maybe that's why I'm being called to tell you this about putting yourself out there, Aquarius. And I'm getting the number 8. So you could be towards the end of a cycle, and you're overcoming a lot more of your anxiety through the use of discernment. So I'm excited for you.